Qigong Tai Chi with Laura Parsons. With the Qigong Tai Chi, we always open our sessions with an opening ceremony. So to prepare for that, we come into our Wuji. So pull your feet together so that they're about 4 or 5 inches apart. And they're at the insides of your shoulders. So of course that's different for everyone. And they're parallel so that your toes are directly in front of your heels. It'll feel a little pigeon-toed, but that's okay. That's just right. Then roll down the shoulders and soften the pelvis and the knees. Make sure everything's nice and loose. And then pull in the chin up nice and tall, and then push out the thumbs and tweak the back. Feel that tension right between the shoulder blades. And then relax into your perfect posture, which is your Wuji. And we begin by rocking. Just let gravity do the work. As you breathe in and rock to the other side, breathing out. Placing the tip of the tongue at the roof of the mouth helps to keep that breathing through the nose complete, and the electrical system in your body sends more oxygen to the brain. It's an amazing thing. Engaging the arms, just let them sway just a little bit. Continue to rock, breathing in and breathing out. Find a gazing spot on your horizon. You'll see me just fine. And now let your hands create an infinity sign with figure eights laid on their side. Let each of these figure eight patterns become more pronounced as you come up to chest level. Breathing in, breathing out. These are essential breaths. Let one palm come up for the tail of the dragon and then trade for the other. In the tail of the dragon, we just see a little glimpse of the tail as it pops up and then dives back into the drink. No full reveal here. Breathing in, breathing out. Then reach overhead and touch the clouds, imagining that you can feel the cool mist on your fingertips. And then push up the mountain, leading with the elbow, and then a little tweak with the other wrist. And the other side. Keeping the shoulders very soft. Breathing in, breathing out. No tension. We tend to carry tension in our shoulders. So let's relax and prevent any of that from happening. And then figure eights at the chest level. And we let each one of these figure eights become less pronounced as we return to our starting place. Breathing in, breathing out. And swing and sway. And then just rock. Breathing in, breathing out. And come back to place. Dip the head and fold in half. Let gravity do the work for you. Let gravity pull your head and then your shoulders. Let your arms dangle. Let your head dangle. Feel a nice stretch down the back, into the hips, even into the hamstrings. Shake out your arms and your head just a little and make sure everything's really nice and loose and relaxed. Feel the blood flow down to the extremities of your fingertips and into your brain. Grasping your elbows with your hands, feel a little different stretch. Any change to your center of gravity will affect your balance.
Then bending the knees, place your hands on your thighs just above the knees and press with the arms, no pressure on the back, to rise. Roll up the rest of the way gently to your full posture.
Swing the arms to the back as you take in a nice deep breath. And breathe out as they come forward. And then reverse, breathing in and breathing out. Hands to shoulders, bending your knees at the base. Lift with the backs of the wrists just up to shoulder level, breathing in. And then lead down with the insides of the wrist all the way back down. Now find your 100% bending here, and then your 70%. And then lift from here, from the 70%, very easy, no pushing the envelope, no pain. When we work at our 70% throughout all the forms, we're able to exercise safely with no pain. Breathing in and breathing out. Hands to shoulders. Open the heart. As you lift, open the elbows just a little and still lead with the outsides of the wrists. Breathing in, breathe in even more, breathe in more and more and more. And then leading with the insides of the wrist, all the way back down, following that same path, leading until you get to bend your knees. Now bending the knees at the base, place your pinkies on your thighs, and then as you rise, straightening the legs without locking them, bring the hands up, keeping them parallel, until the thumbs just barely touch the collarbones, and come right back down. This is called Greet the Morning. Breathe in all the way up. Keep the hands parallel all the way down, breathing out. We're still keeping that 70% rule. Keep it nice and easy and nice and slow. Pressing the palms together, lift the elbows, but roll down the shoulders nice and soft and pull in the chin a little bit. Lift your head up out of the neck, lift your ribs up out of the waist. For Golden Dragon shuts its mouth. Your head moves to your left, elbows and ribs to the right, knees and hips stay forward, and see a gazing spot over there. Then change everything 180 degrees, the opposite directions, and see a gazing spot over there. Breathe in all the way across. Breathe out all the way across. Golden Dragon shuts its mouth is one of my favorites. I can feel those core muscles spiraling up and down the spine, loving the opportunity to stretch. Come back to the center and open the heart again, taking in that double, triple, quadruple deep breath. And then reach down and out to feel the pearl as you breathe out a long, slow, controlled breath. With the backs of the hands against the chest, take a pause. Drop in the air by dropping the diaphragm muscle and letting the air fill the vacuum. And then you control the long, slow breath out as you feel the pearl. Drop in the air and breathe out. The masters have often called this kind of breathing, breathing without breathing. Last one. Open the arms nice and wide as you lift off of the right heel. Then drag that right foot behind the left, bring the palms together and bending your knees, honor the moon. Reach out with the right foot and then put all your weight on it And then drag in the left foot and squeeze. And like a billows, we open and breathe in, and then we squeeze and breathe out. An alternate way to do this form is to reach and stretch and open, and then drag the feet together ankle to ankle. And gradually over time, as you are able to coordinate your balance, you'll be able to do the full form. And rest. Come into your horse stance now. This is a wider stance. Your feet are at the outsides of your shoulders. They're going to be about a foot apart, still nice and parallel. Roll down the shoulders, soften the pelvis and the knees, pull in the chin and lift your head, then tuck under the tailbone just a little. As your elbows come to the waist, the palms are up, the fingers curled nice and soft. So imagine you're right there on your horse, ready to go. Take your right hand and place it on your hip with the thumb in front. Raise your left hand, splay the fingers like feathers, bend the wrist, bend the elbow, bend your right knee, and focus your eyes on the back of this hand. Breathe in. And then change everything 180 degrees the opposite direction as you breathe out for wings of the bird. Breathe in. And breathe out. In this form, we allow the eyes to have a specific role and focus up close. They skirt the room, and then they focus up close again. They love having a specific role to play. Breathing in and breathing out. Take that hand and make it into a little cup and let it hover over the crown of the head, opening the right hand, palm up. Rock slightly by bending your left knee and breathe in as you focus your eyes on the palm of that hand. And then follow the arc of the rainbow from one hand to the other as you change everything 180 degrees for dancing rainbows. Breathe in. And breathe out. Letting your eyes follow the arc of the rainbow is really good exercise for them. They need this. Take that hand and place it in front of the mouth. The right elbow goes to the waist, but this time the palm is down. Lift your elbow so that the forearm is as parallel to the ground as possible. Lift up out of the waist and swivel, leading with the elbow. Nice regal moment. Breathing in. See your gazing spot over there. And then changing palms. Swivel the opposite direction, breathing out all the way across until you see your gazing spot on that wall. Changing palms is a form that focuses on the lungs meridian. The color is pearly white. You can practically imagine the chi swirling around the lungs right there between your palms. And now reach up and grab your chi ball. Place your other hand with the cup right behind your back. Lift off of the right heel slightly and then toss the ball across the body and away. Breathing in as you reach, breathe out as you toss. Look close at this hand and then look far at where the ball is going to go. Toss the ball. The Chinese believe if you do 39 of these on both sides every day, that you can prevent strokes. What we are doing is a medley, and you can take any one of these forms and embellish on it all by itself. Take that hand, put it behind your back, reach up and grab your chi ball and toss the ball the opposite direction. Breathing in, breathing out, looking close, looking far. Take that hand, put it behind your back, or reach up and grab your chi ball, but this time you're just going to drop the ball. Breathing in, breathing out. Looking close, looking far. Changing hands one last time. Place that hand behind you, reach up and grab your chi ball, and just drop it. Last one. And rest. Let's shake. Shake out your feet. And shake your hands. The Chinese will do this for 20 minutes. Shake the hands and make them so fast that you can't even see them. Shake your knees. Shake your elbows. Shake your booty. Shake your shoulders. Shake your head. Shake it all. And when you shake it all off, you're so relaxed and you're ready for the next segment. In this segment, we're going to focus on the stomach meridian golden topaz. This is the gut. And a lot of us have a lot of gut issues, so this is one way you'll be able to help yourself, because you can do these forms anytime on your own as well. We come first into our horse stance, nice wide stance, feet about a foot apart at the outsides of the shoulders. Roll down the shoulders, soften the pelvis and the knees. Tuck under the tailbone just a little extra, and the elbows are at the waist, the fingers are curled nice and soft. Feel like you're ready to take a ride on that horse. And we begin by clapping the hands and rub that chi together. It's good to do this for about 20 seconds. It won't start any fires, but it will warm your hands. And then just gently open the palms of your hands and feel that wonderful vibration of chi. There's your chi ball. And we take that ball and roll it, and roll it. And we also open it. Make it feel almost like you're blowing up a beach ball and then squeezing it back together. Hold on to your ball right in front of your waist. Lift the toes of your right foot up and then swivel out 45 degrees. Put the toes down. Lift your ball up over the mountain and head down into the sea. Check and make sure that your knee is right over your toes. And then rock back onto your left and breathe in. Breathe out as the ball comes up and over the mountain, down into the sea, and right back into the gut. Emperor rolls ball. Now we reverse this, so you're going to press the ball down into the sea, lift it up over the mountain, and then pull it back into yourself as you breathe in. And breathe out as you press down, roll up, breathe in as you pull it in. Check the knee over the toes. Hold on to your ball, lift your toes, swivel that foot back to your center. Lift the toes on your left foot, open about 45 degrees, put the foot down, toes are nice and square. Take your chi ball up and over the mountain, down into the sea, and then breathe in as you pull it back into your waist. We're still doing Emperor Rolls Ball, but in Qigong we try to do everything equally on both sides of the body. Breathe in, breathe out. Hold on to your ball for a moment, and now we're going to press that ball down into the seat, check the knee over the toes, lift up, and breathe in as you pull it into yourself. And breathe out. Bending the right knee. Hold on to your chi ball, lift your toes, swivel back to your center. And now we have Emperor Stirs Pot. Take that chi ball out and around, reach it way out from your center of gravity as you take it all the way around the pot and back to your center. Emperor Stirs Pot. As you're doing this, feel how your body can compensate with your tush moving out to the back a little as your arms reach forward to keep your balance. We have all kinds of ways to keep our balance and keep on breathing. And let's reverse. Take that ball out now the opposite direction and circle it all around the pot, back into yourself. Breathing out. And breathing in. And back to place. This next piece is lion plays with ball. So rotate your ball and lift the hands away from each other. The right hand goes up, the left hand goes down, and keeping them in that configuration, circle all the way around. And then breathe out as you squeeze the ball back to the center. Breathe in. And breathe out. Lion plays with ball. Still focused on the stomach meridian, golden topaz. Last one. And let it go. From here in our horse dance, we're going to gather qi. This is yin qi for gathering flowers. So we breathe in a nice big breath as we make a complete full circle with nice soft knees, stretching up, over, and a complete circle all the way around, still breathing in. And then breathe out as you present the flowers. Yin qi is sweetness. And perhaps you know someone who needs a little extra sweetness today. Imagine you are presenting the flowers to them. And imagine what kind of flowers they are. And rest. The next piece is called Divide the Sky. And this is very cleansing. This is heart meridian rather than the gut, but it involves the respiratory system and helps with circulation throughout. So we start by bending the knees just slightly, and we're going to swivel from the waist up. And then we open, leading with the elbows and the backs of the wrists. Bend the right knee as you arch your back and open wide, breathing, breathing, breathing in. Divide the sky. And then gather it all back together, breathing out. and come back into your horse stance. And the same thing on the other side. Bending the knees, swivel, lift, open wide, divide the sky. Breathe out. Breathe in. And rest. This next piece is related very closely. This is hug the moon. So we still bend the knees, we swivel, we lift with the backs of the wrists, but this time let the tips of your index fingers and the tips of your thumbs come together and look through that circle and imagine you're hugging the moon. And then bring it back to place, breathing out into your horse stance, and breathe in. Breathe out. I have to tell you, there was a day when I was leading the class outside and I looked up as we were hugging the moon, and there was the moon looking right back at me through the circle of my fingers and thumbs. Once in a lifetime opportunity, I'm sure. We think of the moon as being there only at night, but the moon is there in the daytime sometimes. And back to place. In this segment, we are focusing some more through the gut, and we'll begin with alternate punches. Your hands are at your waist, the palms are up, the fingers are curled nice and soft. This is your horse stance. And with the gut, we're focusing on the stomach meridian, golden topaz. And we throw a wimpy punch, and then pull the hand in gently as we breathe in. Throw it out, and then pull it in. You can imagine that perhaps there's a piece of paper you're throwing into that wastebasket right in front of you. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. The Chinese believe that it is essential to make sure that you don't let any anger or frustration get pent up in the body. Because when you are letting that get pent up in the body, it can cause depression. And depression then can get a hold of your liver. And when that happens, the liver can't do its job of detoxification of the bloodstream. And then you've got all kinds of problems throughout the body. So by releasing any frustration or anger, even if it's subliminal, maybe subconscious, you are allowing your liver to live. And rest. Play the heavenly drum. This is one to help with tinnitus. This also is just healthy for the brain. It's healthy for headaches, all kinds of issues. It won't take them away permanently, but what they do with this exercise, you can definitely release some frustration at the moment. And for me, I've had a lot less tinnitus ringing as a result over long term. So first, you're going to make your hands into little cups, and you're going to let them hover over your ears. And as you do that, you're going to place the index finger on top of the tall man and place that in place. And then you're going to thump and let each one of these play the heavenly drum. And rest. Anytime that you have the ringing in the ears, try that. Do 9 thumps and see how much relief you can get. This next piece is play the Chinese drum, and this is for the whole body. You let the arms swing, and the hands will go wherever your body is needing any extra attention. And maybe it's up on the shoulder. Maybe it's the lungs or the heart. Maybe it's in the gut. Maybe it's the kidneys or the liver. You can do this for 20 minutes, just letting it all go. This is play the Chinese drum. Did you know that your body is a percussion instrument? And rest. Okay, this is called palms up, palms down. The Chinese believe if you do 100 of these every day that you can live to be a healthy 100. I don't think I need to be 100, but I want to be healthy. And this kind of meditation and movement really helps me to focus on how my body works. If you're comfortable to close your eyes as we pull in the hands and push down the hands, pull those elbows back, now the hands, straighten the arms. Know that you're pulling in the fresh chi and pushing out the junk. There's no bad chi, it's all just trash and treasure that we share. Pull in the oxygen, push out the carbon dioxide. Pull in the positivity, release any negativity. Close your eyes if you're comfortable, otherwise keep your eyes on your gazing spot and focus inwardly. First, we focus on the respiratory system. The lungs meridian is pearly white. Imagine that you can see inside your body to your pink lungs. And inside are those pearly white sacs looking like an empty honeycomb. There are no lesions, no secretions, nothing to impede the passage of crystal clear oxygen, trading places with crystal clear carbon dioxide. Focus next on the heart meridian, ruby red. This is the circulatory system that works very closely with the respiratory. The heart pumps oxygen from the lungs into the arteries, and the arteries carry it in the hemoglobin of those little red blood cells. And at the cellular level, those capillaries deliver the oxygen into every single cell in the body. And then the veins pull out the carbon dioxide out of every single cell, and they carry it, looking royal blue, all the way up to the heart. The heart pumps the carbon dioxide into the lungs pump it out to the air, and the plants receive it with joy because they need it to survive. And in exchange, they give us oxygen, which we need to survive, so it's a perfect barter. Focus next on the alimentary system, the stomach meridian, golden topaz. The digestive system. And digestion begins in the mouth with saliva and chewing, continues down the esophagus, into the stomach, and from there it moves on into the intestinal tract. In the small intestines, there are these little cilia that pick up the nutrition derived from that digestive process. They deliver it out to the arteries deliver it to every cell from the tip of the toes to the top of the head. Focus on the renal system. This is the kidneys meridian, sapphire blue. The kidneys are in charge of filtering all the water in the body, so this is a big job. Focus next on the nervous system. First, we focus on the spine, emerald green. The spine sends out nerve and nerve endings to all of these systems that we just described. And they work for us 24/7, 365 without our ever having to think about it. It's a wonderful gift. Focus on the brain, canary diamond. The brain is also part of the nervous system, but this is the part that thinks and makes choices. Now imagine that you can see inside of your skull and see those plumped up, full of oxygen brain cells. They completely fill the cranium so much that there's no room for even a little bit of plaque. Just healthy brain tissue. And finally, focus on the mind. Release any negativity, any worry, doubt, anxiety, frustration. Let it all go. And in their place, pull in the positivity, the love and the joy, peace, and the hope. And rest. Tapping was the very first form of Qigong. And we began with just the Chinese drum. The monks in the monasteries wanted to help their bedridden brothers, and so they were led to use tapping. Tapping then led to healing, a healing art. And then from the tapping came the preventive arts, which are all these other forms. But here's the original. Begin by tapping around the waist. And tap on your belly. On your right hand side, not a mirror image, tap on your own liver. And then in the back, tap on your kidneys. Tap down the front of the legs, and as you do this, push your tush out behind you, keeping the cantilever effect so that you can keep your balance all the way down until you tap your toes, and then tap up the back, across the calves, the backs of the knees, all the way up the hamstrings. Pull into your better posture and into your perfect stance. And tap all around the gluteus maximus team that works so hard for us. And here on the side, tap on the piriformis muscle there in that sandwich. Where the legs join the torso, tap. Psoas muscles are deep core muscles that work very hard for us to help us to stand and to sit. Tap up the suspenders until you get to your collarbones. Find the little divots under the collarbones and use your thumbs to massage there. This is a really good way to help yourself release any toxins left over from wonderful things like chocolate and caffeine and sugar and alcohol. Then above the collarbone, find that little divot, roll the shoulder forward to deepen it enough to massage there. And as you are digging and massaging in this little crevasse, you are helping to release any inflammation that might be wanting to stick to your vagus nerve. That's important because the vagus nerve needs to be able to calm down all the systems in the body after a fight or flight moment. Reach over on the other side. Find that little divot, roll the shoulder forward to deepen the crevasse, And dig, dig, dig. This is also a way to help release any plaque that might want to be sticking to the carotid artery. Then reach up and over and give yourselves a pat on the back. This is the atta-girl, atta-boy muscle. Actually, it's the trapezius muscle. But thank you for showing up. Give yourself a pat on the back. And tap all the way up the neck. This is a big muscle that works with a lot of others. All the way up to the top of the skull. And then tap all the way back down. And down the neck and across the shoulder and out to the arm socket. And back to your center. And then over on the other side. Pat on the back, atta-girl, atta-boy. Up the neck, up to the top of the skull and all the way back down. And all the way out. Then tap all around your neck. And this is a good time if you're wearing glasses to take them off because we're going to work around the face. Tap on your thyroid, right there at the voice box. Tap under the chin. Tap on the chin. Tap along the lower jawbone up to the mandible joint. And then tap on the upper jawbone all the way to the base of the nose. Tap above your lips and below the lips. Tap along the lower jawbone again up to the mandible joint, and this time massage the joint. And massage your ears. There are lots of reflex points in your ears, so it's very important to help yourself stay healthy by using those. One of the writers of one of the great Qigong books said, "I believe God gave us elbows so that we could massage our ears." Then massage the mastoid bones behind your ears, and then under the ears where the eustachian tubes are. Take a little pause and swallow. Using your hands, tap on your temples and your forehead. And tap down the nose on both sides. And then circle around both eyes in the opposite directions on the bones only, all around the eye sockets. And keep tapping all the way back down the nose. Then tap up the nose on either side and circle around the opposite directions around your eye sockets on the bones only. And then all the way back up the nose. Using just the tips of the fingers, butterfly tap your eyelids. Using your whole hands, tap your cheeks. And your skull. Tap your chest. Tap all the way down the arm. Rub that chi together. Tap in the web. Tap up the inside of the arm and all the way across the body. Down the other arm. Rub the chi together nice and smooth. Tap in the web. All the way back up the inside of the arm and back to your center. And finally, at the tailbone, tap on your tailbone, one vertebra at a time, all the way up to the skull. And when you can't reach anymore, reach up and over and tap above and below at the same time. And the ones in the middle will get the message. And free tap wherever you need a little extra. And rest. As we work in Qigong, we know that Tai Chi is also a part of it. Tai Chi was a spin-off from the 5,000-year-old healing art and has become a martial art. But we take Tai Chi seriously, and here is Feel the Tall Grass, a Tai Chi form done in the Qigong style. Take in a nice deep breath. And breathing out, remember a time when you felt the tall grass. You felt that caress on your palms. Breathing in, push away the branch, remembering a time you took a morning hike and smelled the freshness. Inhale. Then swat the fly. breathing out all the way across. And changing palms, see the crane fly by, breathing in. Feel the tall grass. Breathe out. Push away the branch. These are breaths of remembrance. Exhale as you swat the fly. And breathe in as you see the crane fly by. Feel the tall grass. Take a pause and take in a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, feel the tall grass the opposite direction. Breathe in as you push away the branch. Breathe out as you swat the fly. Breathe in as you see that crane fly by. Feel the tall grass. Push away the branch. Swat the fly. See the crane fly by. And rest. This is our closing ceremony. We always close with the same thing. So come back to your Wuji. Roll down the shoulders, soften the pelvis and the knees. Push out the thumbs, tweak the back, pull in the chin, and then relax into your perfect Wuji posture. And pull up earth, breathing in, leading with the backs of the hands and the wrists. Come up to shoulder levels as you inhale. And then change those palms in a majestic moment and pull down heaven. Breathe in some more. Then press that oxygen into service as you release the carbon dioxide in this cleansing moment. Pull up earth again. This is your yin qi, sweetness. Changing palms, pull down heaven, yang qi, power. Clap. Rub that qi together. Mix it all up. Place it where you need it the most. Pull up earth. Pull down heaven. Don't clap. Make 2 giant circles on either side of the body. Then ladies, left hand on top, gentlemen, right hand on top, not a mirror image. Place your hands at the lower dantian, 2 inches below the belly button. Circle 9 times. The lower dantian is that halfway point between your feet and the top of your head, the perfect storage place. Reverse 9 more times. The Chinese believe it's essential to gather up any unassigned qi and to store it here in the lower dantian. Pull up earth. Pull down heaven. And I thank you all for the honor of sharing your qi today. Namaste. And I say namaste because I believe that we are able to share our peace and our joy, but even more, we share our spirit. And so I wish you the very best, even across the miles, as we share our qi and be one in the spirit. Namaste.